After studying this module, you should be able to understand the features of triple jewels, know about the five percepts, learn about the wheel of life, analyze Buddhism vis-a-vis other approaches, learn about the theory underlying Buddhism. Buddha was able to comprehend that the situation will be hard for individuals who keep a track of his trainings taking place independently. As a result, he recognized the three refugees aimed at which they were dependent on. In case an individual needs to turn into Buddhist, they had to harbor as well as be sure of the Buddha, the Dharma as well as the Sangha. They are acknowledged as the triple jewel. These Sangha are referred to as the hermits as well as holy sister. Therefore, these people reside in the religious foundation. In addition to it, they also undertake the Buddhist lessons. The term Sangha talk about to harmony to be present in a community. These three in sum retain what it takes that are precious and valued, similar to the jewels, as well as it can result in attaining illumination. According to him, a protection is an abode where one can aim at security as well as fortification, similar to a somewhere to stay in a blizzard. He asserted that taking refuge does not imply that one should shun away from life. In contrast, it refers to existing in a completer, factual approach. If one looks for shelter, it is similar to what when an individual undertakes a journey for the first time to a detached town. That person would require an escort to display the places around and guide him in choosing which path to follow, and also would act as a traveling companion to assist them along the way. Thus, the Buddha can be denoted as the director, the Dharma can be termed as root, and the Sangha are the tutors or acquaintances during that course. For a Buddhist, looking for shelter is the primary stage on the route to insight. Despite the fact that if one is unable to attain enlightenment during their lifetime, they do have an enhanced probability to attain explanation in the future. Those who follow the guidelines are denoted as non-professional individual. The essential emphasis of encouragement as well as devoutness for them is the triple gem. These three are Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
The triple jewel. The triple jewel are composed of the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha discussed below. The Buddha is the guide. Buddha refers to rational being or awakened one, as well as is usually undertaken to denote in the direction of the originator of Buddhism. at hand have remained additional Buddhas before him. Nevertheless, as well as resolve be located Buddhas in the yet to come. Buddha is a Sanskrit term that denotes responsiveness as well as comprehension. As soon as one looks for sanctuary in this knowledge, the individual pleased to depart as of from visionless resilience as well as misunderstanding and bank on comprehension and mindfulness as a means of living. Therefore, one does not depend on the birds or Buddha pictures. On the other hand, in contrast, it deals with the inner self or thoughtfulness as well as alertness which they signify. By means of pupils of the wholesome terrestrial knowledge we absorb to be certain of upon Buddha's trainings on understanding as well as consideration. The dharma is the root. The term dhamma is often used to refer to the Buddha's knowledge. On the other hand, it also refers to the perpetual fact which the lessons express to us. Therefore, it can be said that dhamma is threefold: the one which we read, the next one which we prepare, as well as the one that we realize. Dharma denotes to our factual consideration as well as outlooks. Misapprehension has blocked us beginning to view the accurate facade of individuals as well as the authenticity in areas, substances as well as objects. This has initiated us in the direction of viewing one's experience as well as the creation in a misrepresentative as well as divergent manner. As soon as misunderstanding is vacant as well as our awareness are wholesome to an amount, it results in understanding. Therefore, along though knowledge, one is capable to understand completely each individual as well as substances entirely and evidently. It is assumed that if one's heart is clean, we can comprehend the former, current, as well as future. Merely once we have obviously grasped the complete can our viewpoint as well as thoughts be considered accurate. The Buddha's thoughts is uncontaminated, lacking the least contamination, besides subsequently understands the whole thing noticeably as well as wholly. Individuals could depend on the sutras, which are documented lessons, for the reason that they express completely of the facts the Buddha has comprehended. They impart as well as present us with the techniques to accomplish cleanliness of cognizance, to grasp life as well as the creation, furthermost noticeably as well as grow similar to them. The Sangha are the tutors or acquaintances during the course of the route. Sangha faculty refers to group or assembly. The term has dual connotation. In appropriate Buddhist procedure, the communal of believers in case intended or not, who have increased comprehension of to some extent of the phrases of emerging as well as the unrestricted of the intended disciplines, bhikkhus, priors plus bhikkhuanis, holy sisters. Sangha refers to clarity as well as creating balance. At present, the surrounding is occupied of contamination. It won't be wrong to say that there is contamination of thoughts, essence, opinions, as well as form. Even the earth as well as air are exposed to effluents. The Buddha imparted the environmental variations permitting to and are spreading in the direction of one's thoughts and awareness. An individual should come back as of relating to these contaminations, besides should depend on the clarity of one's thoughts. Purity of mind is the significant point which can help in remediable our ground. At hand is similarly excessive imbalance in our surroundings presently amid partners, relatives, associates, the social order as well as nations which has carried along with it lot of distress as well as disasters. Thus, Buddha imparted us to depend on the six ideologies of existing in synchronization to create a healthy interactions amid ourselves as well as others. As learners of the uncontaminated terrestrial teachings, we should put our faith in the choice of knowledge as well as consideration as our way of handling others as well as big business with matters. Countless strength is a sign of intellect. His selection of the Buddha recitation technique of preparation is insight in its maximum form. Kuan Yin Bodhisattva characterizes compassion. Whenever we familiarize these teachings to other individuals, we are performing the comprehensive consideration of Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. It has been observed that there is an extraordinary ritual for undergoing century with the triple jewel. By means of an earnest awareness, one declaims the subsequent stanza in the presence of destined hermit or holy sister. I will proceed towards the Buddha for refuge. I go to the Dharma for sanctuary. I proceed towards the Sangha for shelter. Undergoing refuge means to return and relay. When we take refuge in the Buddha, we are returning from our deduted state of mind and relying upon an awakened understanding mind. When we take refuge in the Dharma, we are returning from deviant understanding and focusing upon proper views and understanding. When we take refuge in the Sangha, we are returning from pollution and disharmony and depending upon purity of mind and the six principles of living in harmony. Taking refuge in the triple jewel reinstate the comprehensive wisdom and abilities of our self nature. We will attain cleanliness, fairness, trustworthiness, autonomy, concern, as well as complete contentment. The five precepts. All religions have some elementary rules that outline what good conduct is and what kind of conduct should be avoided. In Buddhism, the most significant rules are the five precepts. These have been passed down from the Buddha himself, and these five precepts are first, not assassinating anybody, high opinion for life. Second, no robbery, deference for possessions of others individuals. Third, no erotic wrongdoing, reverence for our uncontaminated nature. Fourth, not being untruthful, admiration for trustworthiness. Fifth, no intoxicants, high opinion for our vibrant thoughts. First, no killing. The Buddha assumed life is valued to all beings. They have the right to live the same as we do. We ought to respect all life and not kill anyone. Killing ants and mosquitoes is also considered as the violation of this precept. We should have an attitude of loving kindness towards all beings, wishing them to be happy and free from harm. Taking care of the earth, its rivers and air is contained within. One of the methods which many Buddhists follow this precept is by remaining vegetarian. Second, no theft. One should not be robbing from some other individuals. They assume that if we rob others, we steal from our own selves also. In its place, one ought to acquire to contribute as well as should also be careful of stuffs that belongs to one's household, to the institute or to the community. Third, no sexual wrongdoings. Buddha asserted that our frames are gifts we possess from our parentages. As a result, one ought to safeguard them from destruction, and appropriate ways displays reverence for oneself as well as others. Especially young people should keep their natures pure and cultivate their quality. It depends on them how to create the domain an enhanced place to live. Fourth, no lying. If one is truthful, it creates harmony in the surroundings. As soon as there is a misinterpretation, the preeminent mechanism is to talk it over. This precept take into account that one should not gossip, no backbiting, no harsh words, as well as no indecent communication. Fifth, no intoxicants. The next guideline is constructed on protection of a vibrant awareness as well as having a good physical shape. As usual, as soon as the Buddha was talking about the dharma for the gathering, at that time a drunkard came where the gathering was sitting. He stumbled above few hermits who were present there as well as in full swing began swearing at full volume. His inhalation produced a stench of liquor as well as bursting the air with an appalling stink. Muttering to himself, he lead out of the door. Everyone was astounded at his rude behavior, but the Buddha remained calm. Later he spoke, "Great assembly, take a look at this man. He will definitely lose his wealth and good name. His body will grow weak and sickly. Day and night he will quarrel with his family and friends until they abandon him. The worst of all thing is that he will lose his wisdom and become stupid. Slowly and gradually one can learn to follow these precepts. If one forgets them sometimes one can start all over again. Following the precept is a lifetime job. If one eradicates or hurts someone's feelings by mistake, that is breaking the precept, but it was not done on purpose. Those preparing for monastic life or who are not within a family are expected to avoid an additional five undertaking, and these are not to have meals at any time, watching and undergoing pleasurable activities, watching ludicrous mime, merry making, etc., using fragrance, flower ornamentation as well as personal ornamentation, use of high seats, taking gold or silver. Apart from this, a sequence of eight precepts, which are collected of the first seven listed above, which are followed by the eighth and the ninth pooled as one, ordain Theravada hermits assure to monitor 227 precepts. The fundamental standard is not to abuse oneself as well as other individuals. The laws are the basis of all Buddhist teachings. By means of a recognized virtuous considerable belief of the responsive struggle as well as pressure which we understand is determined, letting assurance as well as additional conscious choice. Permissive choice as well as purpose is significant. It is I undertake, not thou shalt. Choice, not command. The five precepts in constructive standing, I undertake the preparation precept 2. Act with loving kindness. Remain open hearted as well as generous. Rehearse tranquility, straightforwardness, and contentment. Speak with truth, clarity, and peace. Live with mindfulness. Buddhism vis-a-vis other approaches. The Buddha in his initial address talked about the Dharma Chakra Sutta, which is the Dhamma, and what he spoke was overlooked in the past. Awareness of the Dhamma that has taken place, he was aware as well as remained vibrant to his revelation, to his understanding, to his insight, to his diffusion, and to his illumination. Approximately individuals assert that the Buddha did not deliver and address a novel doctrine, however, simply renewed the deep rooted training which was earlier present in the country. Nevertheless, the Buddha was no mere reformer of Hinduism, as some protagonists of this ancient belief make him out to be. The Buddha's way of life and doctrine was significantly dissimilar from the way of life and the religious beliefs people had in India. The Buddha lived, taught, and died as a non Vedic and non Brahmic religious teacher. Nowhere did the Buddha accept his obligation to the existing religious beliefs and practices. The Buddha reflected himself as introducing a rational religious method, as opening a new path. In fact, he had altered the sacred approach of life in a distinguished mode. This was one of the vital cause because of which several devout assemblies may perhaps did not come to an agreement with him. He was doomed, disapproved, as well as affronted by the maximum number of tutors as well as clingers of the Vedic Brahmic convention. They did that with the purpose of ending or entrailing the Buddha as well as his lessons, that the Brahmins of that particular period got to an extent where they even consented and said that he was a manifestation or embodiment of their deity. Nevertheless, many individuals also loathed him as a Mundaka, a Samskara, a Nastik, as well as Shudra. Still, it is undoubtable that the Buddha renewed a lot of obligations, devoid responsibilities, resources, as well as moral values, besides manner in which an individual existed. The magnitude of his appeal was like a needle that made a hole in the balloon of fabricated beliefs as well as rehearses so that they could rupture as well as uncover their vacuum. However, as far as the essential metaphysical as well as inner knowledge are concerned, it is without foundation to say that the Buddha had derivative concept commencing from predominant religious conviction during that period. For instance, the indication of the Four Noble Truths, the Eightfold Path, as well as Nibbana, were never heard earlier and became known after he spoke about them. Even though the belief in karma as well as rebirth was very common, the Buddha gave rather logical and reasonable description to this belief and presented it as natural law of cause and effect. Regardless of all these, the Buddha did not scorn any sincere existing devoid conviction or training. He respected the value in a lot of where he found accuracy, as well as he even gave an enhanced description of their beliefs. That is the reason that he once spoke that the truth must be respected, whatever it is. Nevertheless, he was on no occasion scared to talk against double standard which people hold as well as whatever was not correct. Buddhism a theory or a philosophy. In the course of the time of the Buddha, there were various learned men in India who were full of theoretical knowledge and followed knowledge simply for their own sake. Without a doubt, more or less few of them went from place to place, perplexing anybody to a discussion, as well as their ultimate ecstasy was to overthrow a challenger in such vocal struggles. Nevertheless, the Buddha assumed such individuals existed no closer to the understanding of the fact for the reason that irrespective of their sharpness as well as understanding, they lacked the factual understanding to overcome greediness, destitution, as well as misapprehension. In reality, it was observed such persons were frequently full of pride as well as haughty. Their inconsiderate notion distressed the sacred troposphere. The Buddha asserted that an individual ought to begin with the desire to recognize one's own thoughts. This can be attained over and done with attentiveness that provides one a reflective inward understanding or insight, as well as this vision should be expanded through the silent realization of the illusion of the self and should not be created by philosophical dispute or experienced understanding. Buddhism is a virtuous approach of life for the peace in addition to contentment of every single existing creature. It deals with technique to attain freed of desolations as well as to determine emancipation. The knowledge of the Buddha are not inadequate to solitary nation or meeting. It is neither a statement of belief nor an ordinary conviction. These lessons are meant for the complete creation, and these knowledge are originated aimed at the whole thing. Its purposes are generous provision, harmony, redemption, as well as freedom as of one would attain from misery. In Buddhism, salvation for a person is his own affair. One has to protect oneself in the same manner as one needs to have food, quench thirst, as well as sleep by oneself. The information extracted by the Buddha highlights the approach to freedom. On the other hand, his recommendation was on no occasion anticipated to be adopted as a model or philosophy. As soon as he was probed as to which type of ideology he advocated, the Buddha responded by saying he did not give a sermon based on any kind of notion, theories, and whatsoever he spoke and gave sermon were based on whatever he had encountered and learned through experience. Therefore, his training makes sure of not putting forward in the least concept. Model he suggested could not help in bringing one closer to divine accomplishment. Models are the precise restraints that impede the awareness as well as obstruct divine advancement. Theories are creation of the understanding. In addition, the Buddha assumed the restrictions of the social mental power. He imparted that illumination does not produce ordinary understanding. Any individual could not attain liberation through the course of logical sequence. This proclamation possibly will give the impression of being unreasonable, nevertheless, it is factual. It has been observed that scholars have a tendency to apply a lot of their treasured period in learning, precisely investigation, as well as discussion, thus frequently leaving a very sacred amount of time, or sometimes even deprived of any time, for actual implementation. A pronounced scholar could in some occasion as well turn out to exist as an indigenous dupe. He might perhaps be a knowledgeable gigantic talented with the influence to identify acceptive knowledge prompted as well as to express opinions evidently. However, if he does not lay responsiveness to his accomplishment as well as their consequences, in addition, if he is merely determined on satisfying his personal yearning, in addition to predispositions, at whatever rate, then, conforming to the Buddha, that person is an knowledgeable mug, that thus person of substandard intellect. Such an individual determined to be sure debtor his personal divine advancement. The Buddha's lessons comprises concrete understanding which could not be restricted to concept or to viewpoint, for the reason that viewpoint compacts mostly by means of understanding. On the other hand, it is not apprehensive with disciplining the understanding interested in daily ritual. Buddhism stresses extraordinary importance to the application as well as comprehension of these understanding. The logician understands the distresses as well as dissatisfaction one undergoes in distinct situations. However, not like the Buddha, he suggests no concrete explanation to handle one's hindrances that are measure of the disappointing nature of life. The thinker simply thrusts his point of view to decide conclusions. Viewpoint is beneficial for the reason that it enhances our rational resourcefulness as well as makes smaller, unbending declaration which lead to cessations of the cognizance to advance further. In the direction of that magnitude, Buddhism gives emphasis to philosophy. On the other hand, it has been unsuccessful to content divine yearning. Recall that the dominant objective of a Buddhist is to accomplish cleanliness as well as clarification. Illumination overcomes lack of knowledge, that is the cause of biological as well as bereavement. Yet, this conquering of lack of education couldn't be present with the exception of the way one spread over one's assurance. Entirely the additional efforts, particularly simple rational endeavors, are usually not that in force. For this reason, only the Buddha was able to establish such inquiries are not designed to for gaining. They are not apprehensive by means of the Dhamma. They don't result to accurate manner or to detachment or leading towards removing oneself from yearning or to quietness or to composed emotion or to actual information or to advanced understanding or to nibbana. In place of theoretical assumptions, the Buddha was further apprehensive with teaching a practical indulgence of the Four Noble Truths that he discovered. What suffering is, what leads to the initial of misery is, what the termination of anguish is, in what way one can overcome distress as well as comprehend concluding redemption. These facts remain entirely applied substances in the direction to be totally assumed as well as recognized by everyone who really experiences liberation. Illumination is the dissipating of lack of knowledge. It is the epitome of the Buddhist life. Therefore, one could now obviously understand that insight is not due to the result of the understanding. Simple assumption has to some degree unfamiliar to it in addition to do not come so closely into contact with life. This is why the Buddha stressed lot of emphasis on personal experience. Meditation is a practical scientific system to validate the fact which is attained by means of individual understanding. Over and done with reflection, the determination attempts to rise above the situation it has placed on itself as a result. It is the arising of consciousness. Metaphysics only ties us down in a twisted in addition to entwined form of point of view as well as verses.
Now, let us summarize what we have discussed. The Buddha was able to comprehend that it would be hard for individuals to follow his teachings on their own. So he established the three refugees for them to be dependent on. If a person wants to become a Buddhist, he should take shelter in as well as depend on the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, which are also referred to as the triple jewel. These collected on what it takes that are treasurable like jewels in addition can lead one to illumination. It has been observed that there is a special ceremony for taking refuge with the triple jewel with a sincere mind. One narrates the subsequent stanza in the presence of an intended holy man or vestal. Taking refuge in the triple jewels reinstates the comprehensive wisdom as well as abilities of our self nature. We will attain cleanliness, purity, uprightness, autonomy, consideration as well as overall factual contentment and bliss. In sum, faiths have approximately straightforward guidelines that outline some degree what constitutes virtue behavior as well as what kind of demeanor should be circumvented. In Buddhism, the greatest significant rules are the five precepts. These are the six conditions on the wheel of life. Towards the highest are the heavens, where everybody is contented. During the last are the hells, where the anguish is intolerable. The next point is the wheel of life as well as bereavements is set aside, rotating by the three poisons of greed, hatred, as well as stupidity. By cutting of the three poisons, we can escape the wheel, become enlightened. The Buddha, at the outset of his discourse, talked about the Dhammacakka Sutta, which is the Dhamm, as well as what he addressed was not known earlier. Knowledge of the Dhamma which had taken place, he was aware and was clear to his vision, to his knowledge, and to his wisdom, to his penetration, and to his enlightenment. It is undoubtable that the Buddha reformed certain customs, religious duties, rites, and ethics and ways of living. The Buddha's teaching comprises practical wisdom that cannot be restricted to theory or to philosophy, because philosophy deals mostly with knowledge, but it is not apprehensive with deciphering the knowledge into daily practices. Meditation is a practical scientific system to validate the truth that comes through personal experience. Through meditation, the will tries to transcend the condition it has generated on oneself, as well as this is the emerging of consciousness.